Hi guys, SpectreGaming here. Back with a continuation of Grimgor's Warhammer campaign. We did get the lull wanted in the last part, so I'm able to break out a little bit. I've got a second army started as well. I won't have enough gold, I don't think, to fully well, maybe I might do. I might have enough gold to complete the army, I don't know. Have to see. Black Oaks are expensive though. I'm tempted though, at some point in this campaign, to try an army of just Black Oaks and Skulkers. It means you don't have as much rundown potential, but you benefit more, well, slightly more from the red tree buffs, because like, they get both melee attack and defense there, where this buff only applies to orc infantry units. So you need, I think it's this, is it this one? You need that one for all melee cavalry, which is actually only speed and charge bonus now I think about it. But I'm on the move with it. They're doing very well. 87 damage, Jesus, and 6G to its armor piercing. Good God. Fucking 135 leadership. Yeah, good luck breaking that unit. Yeah, my friend Gronbundle's shown up. He's already died multiple times this campaign to Grimgor. And Grimgor hasn't even got a purple yet. I'll be working on that once the dwarves are fucked off. Now, I haven't played greenskins in a while. I know, obviously, because I've got that, I've got this improved war, where I get plus 10 to weapon strength all armies as well. But then this is the trophy I'm supposed to get. I don't recall them ever getting 2 buffs. That's minus 20% construction cost for all buildings faction wide. Weapon strength plus 12% faction wide. And I think they're permanent as far as I'm aware. I'm not sure if another trophy replaces that one. I don't know. I just haven't played enough of greenskins. So although they got stronger, just so did the enemies all around them. So I've got this army, which is more of a threat to large units, so I'm just got to be careful of former war boys, really. There's some other close combat armies I'm thinking of doing as a potential make-up. I was thinking of doing a Skaven one, but Skaven don't really do very well. They don't. I was thinking of playing monks with flails, and then doom flayers and doom wheels as a one-ball combo. Give me that for 10 there, actually. Fucking all recruitment slots. How many I can recruit in one turn? What? Trying to think how many I want to go for immediately.
Do you take me for a wazzock? Huh?
In 3 turns, that's fully upgraded.
Ready for murdering.
Mount Squighorn. That's got a naff normal garrison, but we've got our war as well. Oh, and Pillars of Grimgor have got walls. Okay, another army. Ooh, more melee orientated. That'll actually play into my hands because my Black Hawks rip them the fuck apart. Ooh, yes they will.
You are mistaken. I'll crush them all.
I want to use the scrap at the moment for my research. I'm not so bothered. Well, I don't need that at all. I only need that for the +1 recruit rank for boars. And I don't need that at all. I need this to get these, obviously, to get these down. So I've got 3 here I need to get. Just so I can get to these. Yeah, right, okay. I was thinking of force marching there, but then if he attacks me, I'm in a bit of a pickle, because then my army's super ineffective despite being a lot of them.
You know.
But if he attacks that and takes it, I take him next turn. These are coming straight up behind though as well. I need to move this hero down here a bit off. Oh, fucking hell, there's another one. Fucking dwarven tides on its way.
Think so.
Ooh! Clanishing Confederate Clan Wars. Please don't be attacking me. He did occupy it, okay. What? Oh shit, they're all here.
Stop that. I will not disgrace my ancestors.
Right. Being raided by Thorgrim. Thorgrim's down nearly 14 stack. Clanishing is now strength rank 1 with 38
There's no
elements.
time for you. So chitter quick, yes.
If I can get an agreement with you.
Not now.
He doesn't have Schemer either. Some of the Skaven do, he doesn't.
Impossible.
I need this non-aggression pact, it's really important.
No, no.
Come on, buddy.
Snitch cannot.
God damn it.
I bring pain, death. Was it?
What turns have I got saved here? 87 and 86, so I can go back 2 turns if need be. Right. Quick save that there. Oh, we battered him. Beautiful.
Let's go.
You give her health.
Despair involved fighting.
And actually means I'm stuck there and I'm probably going to get hit by both these armies.
Yeah, what?
Which is not what I wanted. I probably should have sacked it. I can break this new dwarven tide though. That should be good. Headmaster's not declared one, which is good. It's confederated clan wars, which means he's got Queek in one of his armies running around somewhere as well. But then now that he's got that many provinces, he's become a force. Ah, they're not going to go for the attack. They're not going to go for the attack. Beautiful. That's a mistake on their part. That is a big fucking mistake on their part. I want that one so I can start improving relations. Who's this? What the hell? Hang about. What? Oh, I've actually got. He must have been wounded then. Alright, okay, in which case then. Come down here. Which hunter?
Let's get snappy.
That didn't work.
This is my land.
I've still got over 2,500 coming in. I've got over half this army complete. I mean, do I try a full skulker, like a half skulker army in this one? I mean, if I've got 5 of those, if I take another 4, that gives me 9. And then I can take 3 of those. So then I've got 9 and 7. Trying to think how much more that's going to be. So that's going to be almost another 1,000 gold in it for those 4 units, and that's not including the skulkers. So 3 of those, and then 4 more of these. But I might not do the full army yet. I'll get those in because they're only 125 each. So that's still well above 2,000. Or maybe it might not be a big mistake on their part. It might not be just yet. He won't move, didn't need to move. He can stay there. I'll save it over that one. The only reason I'm being really cautious with these saves is because although I've got a decent army and I've got my war off and I've got a second army on the build, so even losing that army isn't the end. I can just, you know, have to rebuild it when they're back, and then I can fully build that army and use that guy for the time being. I need to be careful. I don't want to lose this, at least not until that war's complete, which is 11 turns from now. And I just need to basically keep these dwarf armies away. I will probably push down this mountain range and try and take the bulk of this. Well, probably not the bulk of it, no, because funnily enough, when Archeon spawns and it's a legendary Chaos Invasion, it's going to be massive. Some's going to go into Kislev, some's going to come down here. I'd rather them fuck the dwarves and hit the dwarves. And my Skulks and Bowboys are going to be far less effective against really decent melee armies like Chaos. Because the only range units they're likely to have is Hell Cannons, ideally. And maybe some Marauder Vaxtors, which is shit. They're going to do almost nothing. So I think if I attack him, if a Lightning Striker doesn't bring him a war, but I can 1v1 the army and take him apart, and then I could potentially do the same there. If I get rid of these 2 armies, he's not rebuilding 2 armies in 4 or 5 turns. It's going to take him a minute, and it depends on where he builds them and what he puts in the armies. So like these are getting some rank. Well, they're not really actually, no. Rank 2, rank 3s, rank 4s. They're nothing special. Not when mine are all rank 7 and above, apart from the giant. And even then, he doesn't get the rank 7 trait for him because I won't take in Red Tree trait for just 1 unit. He's just there as standard, as it comes. And then these recruit rank 8, but my Skulks only recruit at rank 3. So mine don't recruit very high either. So, although the training is a bit naff, you're better off taking it early on and getting maximum benefit from it. So when your troops aren't in battles, they are at least being trained up by your Black Orc Big Boss. May hit these, see what happens. He might retreat. He's not retreating. So it's a Pyrrhic with the war and a Pyrrhic without the war. Okay. I don't see how, personally. It's one thing I've got to hope for in this campaign as well, is that none of the Dwarven or Empire generals in the area, that none of them take Lightning Strike. Because if they take Lightning Strike and they attack and I've got a war, they can Lightning Strike my war out of the battle. It's a big weakness for greenskins when you've got your war, because when you've got your war, you're almost twice as dangerous. Oh shit, they've got a choke point. That's not good. That's not good at all. But then again, saying that, surely I've got somewhere I can deploy. Of course, naturally, no. So all this territory... Can I deploy here? So they can't even give me a corner to deploy in on their side? How does that make any sense? Because skulks would kind of work like your advanced scouts. They'd be like a day or more ahead of your army, sort of thing. Well, that's gonna suck. Right.
The Black Oaks will win! Ready to kill! Check out me weapons! The war is here!
Let's scrap! Stickers ready! Revenge roll, hey!
Putting her over there, along with the giant, because they don't need any slayers. And the hammers, although they are unpiercing and can be nasty, they're not as nasty as slayers to these guys. They've got the bonus versus large.
Black Oaks! Here we go!
Why is that unselected him? I didn't even press anything to unselect him. That arranges there. Okay, so you go up there on that hill. Everyone's moving except the skulkers. Right, I just want to see what they're going to do. They're going to try and go for this choke point. Right, in which case these skulkers need to pull back. I know my skulkers getting worn down for no reason. But with this being a choke point in battle, it actually is quite dangerous. Because if they hold us in line long enough, we could lose. Giant Slayer's coming up to this side. Shit. Oh, potential unit normal Slayers as well. Right, in which case then bring them ball boys here. Bring them to middle.
Nasty skulkers!
I'm moving the skulkers back. I don't want them up front line. They're like an assassin unit.
Jumping!
What the hell's his Organ doing? Okay. Giant, you're gonna need to wait back. River Hall Trag, so it is. Because we've now got a Slayer problem to deal with. Right. What is artillery's doing? Oh, he's got multiple units of Giant Slayers. Okay.
Must fade.
Jesus. The organ gun's palms some fucking hurt. Might have to try and squeeze one of these unit past to get them. This is the problem. If I knew this were a choke point, I probably wouldn't fight it. It's just not worth it. But I can always go back to the quick save, that's what it's there for. I don't know lose because it gives them a battle that favours them. I mean, it could have even given me the one where I've got the choke point and I can break out. But no, it has to give it where they're right at the choke point and I can't get past them. I mean, this is like the best case scenario battle for a dwarf ranged army. Because you can't do anything.
I'm the meanest! Killing time! Come on then!
Nasty skulkers!
Giants here. Right, bring the giant onto this side. Put these skulkers here. Can't do much else with them, same as the cavalry.
I'm the best! Whatever! Find them and kill them! Ready for war!
Okay.
Wherever there's a fight!
Get his own one crew.
River
Maybe you can do the same thing.
Need to feed. Is flesh there? If I must.
Let's do this! Biggest, brutalist orc! I smell fear!
See, Giant's really good at line breaking. As long as you can keep him out of units that are a threat with him. A lot of people underestimate Giant's quality. You've got to bear in mind, Giants have got really fucking high melee attack. He's got 76 melee attack base, and that's not including this. Pop the Warhammer, 116 melee attack. He's hitting basically everything.
Ready to bash! War! Slaughter! Fighting his life! War! Black Horse! The war is here!
Hey! Right! Nasty skulkers!
His army's gone. All he's got is his slayers.
Ready to bash! Choppers out! Let's get him! On Grimgor!
Oh, flesh! River troll hag!
Oh shit.
Moving fast!
Oh, they're gonna make it, fuck. Decisive victory, though. And that's not a good location for us. And bear in mind, I had 7 units there not in the battle. That were just the Black Orcs, the heroes, and the giant.
I'm almost this way.
I'll actually give him that a moment, because that goes up to +7 leadership for the character, and then leadership aura size, which these are already fucking hard to break. They're going to be even harder to break.
I'll crush them all.
So he's going to be stabilising the line while trying to break theirs. That's the wrong hero. And that's definitely best start. I didn't even pop his because he weren't in range, because it's quite a short range. But 24 melee attack and 16 leadership for 18 seconds. So that gives you some offensive part with the melee attack, and then some defensive with the increased leadership. So units less likely to break. And then minus 30% off the cooldown is insane. It's really, really strong. He's in the underway though. Oh.
Not happening.
He's running.
Attack.
Damn it, I can't make it.
Big on.
This battle leads to war.
Oh, in fact, no, because I'm really running territory. Don't do
That's
that.
what more
Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that.
This is my land.
Yeah, we've got some more, some extra armor, haven't we? He's already got one, he's got a 10 up ward. I think she's already got the same armor. Yes, she has. In which case then I'm giving it you. And then he's got Frenzy, which is really good for him. Then he becomes more of a beast. He's actually called Snick Itch. I mean, to say that they're strength rank 1, I've still got 20-25% of their power bar. And it says I'll lose 2-4 units of Skulkers. Yeah, because that's how that works. I'm going to fight this because I've got an idea they're probably going to underway either away, or they're going to underway behind me, and then start making a problem for my smaller settlements. So while I've got a chance, I'll kill this guy off. And it's an intercept. If he loses, he's dead. Lords there. Organ guns, slayers. Giant slayers. Right, okay. So what I'll do is, I'll put 2 units here. I did select 2, but it keeps doing something weird. That's really odd. I'll put you 2 here. These are the units it says will die, or 2 of them at least anyway. Which is really fucking stupid. I've not come close to using a Skulker unit yet. But That Black Hawk unit's already a bit beat up, so I'm going to leave them back there.
Ready? The Black Hawks will win.
Black Hawk's not lost a battle yet. Not even close.
Go boys. Where's the scrap? On Grimgor.
Actually, I'll put you on that side because there's giant slayers in the front.
Check out my weapon.
Put Grimgor in the middle.
Biggest, brutalist orc.
Put giant on this flank. Right, what's the range of their guns? They've got an organ gun. They've got flame cannons. Or a flame cannon. And then more organ gun. They've only got a range of 300. And they've got a range of 230. So they've got the lower range ones. It's the range on the fucking hill. In which case then we move right up to here. Boar boys move up to there. Grimgor. Actually, Grimgor needs to be near their lord. Lord is there. Put you there, and then she can go centre. Giant, you're coming down here. I'll fast forward this bit because it's just basically travelling. I just want to get these into location. Oh shit. Right, while they're moving, we'll attack.
Go boys. Shifted.
Moving fast! Nasty skulkers! Running! Moving fast! Where needed!
Oh no, they're slayers. Right, I'll put you near middle.
Ready to bash.
Goblins! Let's do this! Gonna stab 'em! The lads are ready! Who can we stab? Oh, please!
Here we go. Fight in his life. Not a problem. Got it. Too right. Oh, boys.
Victory's in our grasp already. We'll just hit the lines.
Ready to bash. Shifted. Run, boys. Moving fast. Shifted.
Goblins!
The war is here. Shifted. Biggest, brutalist orc. Oh, boys. Run, boys. Let's get ready to
I just got the war.
He's here.
Okay, now this army's actually really fucking strong. Only problem I see myself having against Empire is if they field a lot of cavalry on the flanks, because basically that's gonna make the boar boys kind of obsolete, especially if they've got anti-large cavalry like Demogryph Knights or what's the other one called? Is it Knights of the Blazing Sun or something? I know there's another like anti-large one. I know Reichsguard's anti-infantry, although I don't rate they're gonna do very well against Black Orcs personally. Well, considering Empire have got even weaker melee troops, lower morale, and they're easier to break, I don't see Empire doing well against this. We could do that, and then what I'll do is armor check Black Orcs.
Cook, send me to battle.
Give me that there. That's beautiful.
This is my land.
How much are your Black Orcs? They only cost 240. Wow. I'll build those. In fact, the fucking upkeep's more than the units cost to buy. What the hell?
Sorcerer inventor. Yes, yes.
Well, that's those armies gone. That was that little dwarven tide panic I had coming my way. Apparently, I need to have more faith in my army. Yeah, give me that so I can get from the front. Deadly onslaught for you, my dear.
Ready.
My army's fully healed. What the fuck?
Kill them all. Keep moving.
I am a rune lord, not some smith.
That's the injured army from that first battle. Well, they can't really do much apart from be annoying. And they're sure as fuck not taking that. We got rid of the growth building, didn't we? Yeah, boar buildings there. One raiding stash. In fact, no, 2 green slashes, because we've got one there as well, we did.
I'll crush them all!
So once they're recruited, them back up, I won't be recruiting them for a while, so I'll go on to give it here and get 5% more from the income. That hero's there, you're doing a fine job, buddy. You somehow aren't, well actually he's not attaching, to be fair, so a moment we'll leave that be. Where's the other guy? There.
Let's get scrappy. Yeah, nah, so but no.
And the thing is, as the characters in this army get leveled up, it becomes even nastier. Because they're going to get stronger, which is going to increase their kill potential on both enemy characters and units. Just the longer they leave me, the worse it's going to get. And imagine as well when I've got my scrap on all these units. And I know I want to use the scrap on these first, but I ain't got to do any of these. There's that one for the boars, but I don't really care about that right now. The second army's not even having any boars in it. So I'm going to try it without boars for the beginning and see how it goes. If I think I need boars, then I'll take out some skulks and put in some boar boys. But I'm going to get these 2 upgraded, and then any future scrap I'm just going to pour into Grimgor's army. And once his army's fully scrap upgraded, I'll do second army. I'll do 1 army at a time, rather than mix and matching. With this fully upgraded, it's going to be absolutely fucking disgusting.
Here we go!
The only thing I've been contemplating, I mean, that's bonus versus infantry, but then at some point they could also be fighting cavalry, especially against the Empire. I think perfect vigor's just better, so I don't get tired in battle. And those where you'd think weapon strength, 25% would be the better option. I think I'd rather go for the speed and the armour, because it makes them a bit more tanky and gives them more utility. And one thing that both Greenskin and Chaos Cavalry lack generally is speed. You get them faster, you can get them to places where they need to be. And in some cases, if need be, if they're faster than Empire Cavalry, I can just kite them. I don't even need to kill them, just kite them away from the battle. Things are about to get very, very bad for these people. Right, that's the Dwarven Tide dealt with. For the moment. I've made a save after the war because now I've got the war and I've got this province. I'm not going back to it before this save because I'm in a stronger point. And they just destroyed that, so the dwarves won't be coming that way anytime soon. I need to try and get a military alliance with Clanishin. He should like me, because he's at war with the exact same enemies that I am. Pretty much everyone he's at war with, I'm at war with. Just he's at war with a few more. Oh shit. Oh bollocks. They're coming that way now, are they? Let's get back to Karazakarak. I'm not overly concerned after beating 3 armies. I'll be honest, I'm not as panicked as I was. My army can handle this. And those units aren't the ones that I first started fighting.
Let's get down! Do you take me for a wazzock?
I mean, these actually are rank 6 and stuff. Some are rank 9.
Begone.
But, well, some of these are as well. Maybe someone's ranking up really fast. Or they're getting put in veteran units from up there. But even then, I'm not worried about these armies.
Don't think so.
This one plays right into my hands. Because it's got, what, 6 range units and rest's all melee. I'm not concerned by that at all. My Black Orcs will shoot for it. One in his army. These are both level up. Yes, right, okay. Let's give you that. Start getting the training going. You... Yeah, let's get your melee attack up, because your melee attack is ass. Right, we're not going to be recruiting another army anytime soon. But we now do have 2 full armies. This one's just slightly different to the other one, because I've got no boar boys. I'm just going to try it, see if it works. If I find out I need the boar boys to, like, run down units that are becoming otherwise annoying, then I'll just take out 3 skulks and put in 3 boar boys. And just make it the exact same as Grimgor's. But that's the only difference I'll make. You still need a lot of Black Orcs. I think 9's a good number. The Giant's your line breaker, which he does very, very well. I mean, when he's breaking dwarves, imagine what he'll do to Empire.
Yes, boss. You're the boss.
Ah, I failed. Give me that.
Dogs will.
And there's Deathmaster.
Yes. Dog wants me.
Right.
Death Master.
I mean, I've got all the military actions against Karazakarak, destroying their armies, and it only amounts to that. I think if you destroy a 20-stack army, well, realistically, each unit in there should be worth like a point or something. So if it's a 20-stack, it should be 10 points. Or 20 points. Or if 20 points is too much, then make it a point per 2 units, so then 10 points. It should be higher than that. Military action is only +4.
Snitch
That's
has no
crap.
time for you. So chitter quick, yes.
I'll offer him the maximum I'm willing to offer, which is 20,000.
No.
And thing is, that's only for non-aggression.
Mistake.
I still need military access, defensive alliance, military alliance.
Yes.
I was strength rank 8, I'm now strength rank 12, which is weird. Obviously some factions just gained in strength. Well, in 4 turns, I get that. Which is diplomatic relations with all factions. I don't know why you get it with all factions, I'll be honest, because I don't see greenskins really working with all factions. I would probably say that'd be better off tailored towards all evil-based factions. But then, probably not ones like Chaos, for example, because, well, nobody likes Chaos. I was Skaven? Alright, okay. You're going to be an annoying little prick, aren't you? Actually, I know what I can do. That's fine. I know what I can do. I know what I can do. He's not even occupied it. Right. Shit. It's gonna bundle. I need the other army.
Ready for murdering. What you want? Fighting soon.
Yeah, we're going to send you up here because you can defend this flank. There's another partial army coming down that's obviously fresh recruited. I don't imagine it doing a great deal personally.
Nada. Underway.
There we go. See a bit more. You can stay there. Damage building. Repair it. It's only because that one ain't got walls. If it had walls, they can't even do anything.
I will not. No.
And with that, having the garrison that's got, the War and Grimgor in there, that's basically 3 armies in one. So they're not taking that with any less than at least 3 armies. Because if they do, they'll just lose. I can throw bodies at them until they run out of ammunition. Well, Ungrim won't be helping him in the fight then. You're going to go and attack something like that, aren't you? You're going to be an annoying bastard. Oh, balls. Actually, that's not a bad thing, actually. Because they've got to deal with that. And that's not even Arkham, that's just the Vanguard. What is that? 3, 6, 9, that's 12 armies.
That will incur my wrath.
All were level 10 lords. Right. What I'll do is then, I'll send him back down here.
The boys are pleased. On it.
You can move there. If he attacks you, it's not a problem. He's by himself. 1v1, he loses.
You are mistaken.
Although we have got to be careful of Grumbindle, obviously, because none of these heroes are capable of killing him.
I am
He's level 10 and he's got his armour. So we need to be mindful of that.
You mook.
But what can kill him is the giant. Giant can stamp on him. Yeah, Chaos declared war on everybody. Oh. They're now strength rank 12 and I'm strength rank 10. Okay, what happened there that turn? They lost the settlement though.
You come here. Mistake impossible. No, not now.
If I can get him as an ally, I'm golden. Absolutely golden. What I don't want to do is walk into his territory accidentally and get trespassing. Go for it. Yes. Go for it, Mr. Grimgor. It's in the underway, which doesn't favour me that much, to be honest. But his arm is predominantly melee. He ain't got a whole lot of range. My Skulkers might not be that effective here though, because his units have got quite a few ranks on the Skulkers. And I've got no red tree upgrades. So my army's not going to be as effective as it normally is.
Nasty skulkers! Stabbers ready! Nasty skulkers! Let's scrap!
Rugos. Black Hawks.
Basically relying on the Black Orcs here to carry this fucking battle.
stalk. More watcher. I'm the boss.
Nice.
I mean, I haven't got any of the smash it laters or anything like that, so we're purely dependent upon our war. So this is going to be a bit tougher, but even the auto-resolve says I can win it. It's a Pyrrhic victory, but I can win it. End of the day, a win is better than a loss. So what it's telling me is my army is already better than his, even with half my army being low-ranked troops and 3 low-ranked characters. So when they get to high rank, what's it going to be then? Because the balance of power tips when you get stronger characters. I'm assuming we're already in range of his rock clubber. We are, yeah, okay. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. What have we got around here? Longbeards, miners, okay. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that leaves a lot of longbeards on that flank. I might need you to stamp on him. But what I can do is I can send heroes over this direction. Because they're miners there. And they can go help out on that flank. You're choosing to shoot her, fair enough.
There's flesh there.
That's what I want to do.
I smell carrion. Going. Where needed. Stomping. Round. Shakes. Brave trial of corpses.
Don't need to be stupid and going by yourself like that. Right, I might need to just push these into the combat, unfortunately. A bit earlier than I'd like. Or in fact, no, do I pull them back a bit, buy me time. Buy me time, buy me time, buy me time. Giant, you move back. Revagtron, move back.
I go! Obey! Nasty skulkers! We is better than them! Stick up! Nasty skunk! Stabby time! Stabbers ready! Charge!
Black is the new grey. Orc wants that.
Let's scrap! Running! Moving fast! Nasty skunk!
This is the only place here I think where a baubles might be more effective because they can move around here quicker. Once they've been revealed, they're quite vulnerable, especially below rank 7 when they've not got the 20% physical.
Stab 'em!
They're rank 6 crawlers, we're going to stop them firing because they're going to hurt us.
Foxes, do it! Goblins! Charge!
Stalker's broke. That giant's not had an easy time with Grindle either. Okay, pull him out of there.
Stickers ready! Nasty skulkers! Wah!
This is it!
Nasty skulkers! Gonna kill him!
But then again, they might just also need ranks.
Stab him! What?
They might just need ranks. It's a new army, isn't it? Grombrindal's army is fucking quite veteraned up. Actually, get that.
Nasty skulkers!
Black is
It's starting to falter here.
Where's the scrap?
Ryan, for the love of God, do you want to tell you?
Here we go!
Nasty skulkers! Please, gobbers!
Wait
What are you doing?
more!
Don't stand there. Go and chase someone.
Gonna kill him! Nasty skulkers!
Biggest, brutalist orc! Place want war!
Nasty skulkers! Stabby time! Get going!
We're the green tide!
River troll hang!
Biggest, brutalist orc!
Please, gobbies!
The Black Orcs will win!
We got him. Bit harder than I planned, to be fair. But he had a lot of melee units and higher ranked melee units. Now, mine have got ranks, yes, but they've not got any of the entry upgrade, and he's got like a level... I can't remember what level he is, level 10 or 15 or something. And he's got at least one purple item.
Watch up his ass!
Must feed! Nasty skulkers!
Black is the new grey!
We've probably lost... I think we've already lost some units, actually. You've lost at least one unit of Black Orcs. I think they fought to death. Because I didn't see them break.
Let's get some!
Which is what it gave me in the auto-resolve as well. And the auto-resolve I lost more units. I think I lost one unit of Black Orcs. Which I can re-recruit in one turn at the same rank. He's going to come down here and try and play, is he? Go for it.
I'll crush them all! Wyvern's teeth,
What the
yes.
fuck? How was the units that far healed? Holy crap. You see, he's not even got into his blue tree yet.
Start the war! In the motion. Keep moving. Now's the time.
And recruit me a Black Hawk unit. The one that I lost.
This is my land.
Oh shit, what do we go with Grimgor on that? Hang about what? Where'd that dwarf army go to? Alright, never mind. Apparently the dwarf army fucked off. In which case I'm going to go back to Karazakarak. I'm having the same problem Mount Squighorn that I had with Karagdron, which was getting fucking walls. Once I've got walls, I'm completely golden. Just getting walls is the nightmare.
Go, send me to battle.
Not we're it. I'm looking at Grimgor's thing. Grimgor went Raider and then 1 point into Looter. Alright, okay.
I'll crush them all.
I mean, the reason I normally go into that, but the thing is, I don't actually want to do too many inset battles
Now's the time.
because it doesn't favour this style of army. This style of army is much better in the open.
Don't think
Ungrim's
so.
got a 15 stack, but his army's halfway fucked, so I'm not concerned about that. A lot of characters in there, but a level 12, a level 6, a level 8, and then he's level 22. I'm not concerned. He's biggest threat in there, to be fair. Just like Grandbundle were. I mean, this is the thing. That army beat then. You guys saw what happened with that Grandbundle army. So imagine when you've got Smash 'em Faster on your big boss, and when you've got Smash 'em Faster again on your Warlord, and you've got two in one army that's like a mini war, right in melee of all your units. I'm not even sure I'm going to level this guy yet. Let's have a look. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On these guys, because I've got less, and not got like a second mini yellow tree, I was going to try and go into these. So that'd be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 23 on the end of the red tree. I don't want him on a wyvern, I said. I'm going to try him on foot just like Grimgor is. So 24, obviously. 25. Might take that if we've got the points. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, and I could just go 39, 40. I don't need those, I don't need that. I'm taking that just in case. The armour actually on him is a good thing. because it gives him 15 more armour. He's only got 72. So not including any magical items, but then that's going to put him at 87 armour. So he's going to be below the 100 mark, and 100 is a nice sweet spot to hit if you can hit it. But see, it's not worth taking anything out of these to maybe get that leadership aura size. It's not, because I think he's going to have that shit anyway. As far as I'm aware, yeah, he's going to have that one. Plus 50% auraship leader size, which is bigger than that. And then 7 more to leadership, and he's currently got 84. He's actually got more leadership than the Lord. That's quite concerning. So yeah, I'll just make the Lord stronger. Because then if he's going to have 20% weapon strength there, and another 20 there, he's got 40% increased weapon strength. Because then that's the next point, is making him strong. Because he's got a one-hander and shield. So he's got 35% chance to block in small arms. He'll be a beast in combat, because he's going to have what? That's going to be 80 melee attack. He's going to have 63 melee defense. And again, this is all without buffs like the War, without popping Smash him faster, which is going to give him another 24 melee attack on top. So if he's going to be at 80 melee attack, that puts him at 104 for 18 seconds. So at 104, he's hitting anyone.
This is my land.
It's weird though how this guy's got more armour and he's got 55% chance with the shield. When you can get Black Hawk Warlords in Warhammer 3, they're going to be so busted. You're not going to need to recruit normal war bosses anymore.
Mork says what?
Although what I think they'll do is, personally, I think they'll give you 2 options. I think they'll have the normal Orc Warlord, whatever it's called, or War Boss as it's being called here. Because you've got Big Boss and then your War Boss, yeah. And then they'll have a Black Orc War Boss. But I think the Black Orc War Bosses are going to be equipped like Grimgor. They're either going to have a 2-handed Great Axe, or they're going to be dual wielding. And they're probably going to have higher melee attack and defense than the normal War Bosses. But their melee defense can probably get higher once maxed out. Where because if they're wielding like a Great Axe, they're probably not going to have as high melee defense, but they'll have much higher melee attack and damage. So they're basically going to be like a Grimgor or a Grumbindle. Grumbindle's got the least melee attack of all the lords. I mean, I think what's his? He's Great Axe, isn't he? So like he's got 88 melee attack and 65 melee defense. But then if you checked out Thorgrim's is way higher. Right. Let's see what happens into this too. I know these episodes have been quite long, and I apologise for some if you can't watch it all in one go, or you've got to come back and watch it in multiple parts. But take your time, enjoy it, watch it if you want to watch the entire thing. There's no rush on it whatsoever. But obviously I get involved in the game, and because it's a grand strategy game, a lot of it does take time. It's not your typical over in a few minutes sort of thing. Like, example, my Dead by Daylight videos, they average between 10 and 15 minutes. 10 and 15 minutes on this, you can do nothing. You can't even do a battle in 10-15 minutes in some cases. Well, a battle you probably can, but not a siege. I've got an Immortal River Hag Troll. Nice. Are they both immortal now? That's it. That's awesome. So, along with Grimgor, both his Black Hawk Big Boss and his River Hag Troll are both immortal. So, even if they get wounded, they'll be coming back. They're not dead. Right. Let me do that one, because that's one turn only.
Talk Send me to battle.
Right, his army's intact again.
No. Huh?
He's in march. Can I just make that? I'm gonna save over this one now, because that's a turn 90, which is in a strong place.
Start the wall.
I've got no future threats coming down there. There's no army there either, apparently. Just take you out of force march. Might be a good idea. He's got to wait 5 more turns and we get that unlocked, and we should be golden.
Mark says what?
He's attacking there. If I can get some traits on the second lord as well, it's going to be cool. I think we can reach him. You dumbass. And it gives me a frick victory, and what am I supposed to lose? 2 units of skulkers. Let's see if I actually lose any unit of skulkers. I think if anything, I'm more likely to lose, at this point, either the giant, one of my heroes or my lord, or a unit of Black Orcs again. They're the more likely targets, because the skulkers will get so low and they'll break and run. And they can outrun the dwarves, so they can't run them down.
Stickers ready.
And also, for anyone who's watched to this point as well, if you're not very good at like micromanaging stuff, because bear in mind, I know this is an army using like little to no magic. Magic is quite micro intensive, because you're going to be casting spells as this recharges, getting them off that, and sometimes you get in the thick of it, you just forget. You just literally forget. Oh, I know what's happened. Ungrim's got Stalk. He's killed Deathmaster at some point. I saw it and thought, where the fuck has he gone to? He's got Stalk. A Giant Slayers are right in middle. So I'm going to stick you on that flank. And I'm going to stick you right on this flank. I want those two out of the fucking way. You be side by side with him so you can back each other up. This is a point at the moment. Later on, when I've got my lord decked out, as well as my hero, and they've got like their own ward saves and stuff like that, they'll probably be able to fight people like Ungrim and stuff toe to toe and not be a problem. But while they're low level and not getting magical items, obviously not. What the hell? Has he got artillery in this army? I forget.
Nasty skulkers! Running!
Just want them to get into position first. Since he's got no artillery, it can't pepper me, it can't do anything. He's not going to come at me because his army's, well, already going to lose. His army's shagged.
The Black Oaks no way.
And this is why, though, and I'll utter this point again, it's more important to a melee army than it is to a ranged army. But For love of God, never move in march stance unless you are close to 100% certain that you are safe, or unless you are close to 100% certain that you're safe, or unless you're like firmly in your own or allied territory where you know there's no enemies. Because one of the worst things that can happen to you as a melee army is getting caught in forced march. One, you can't retreat. If you lose a battle, you're dead, and all your troops start the battle very tired. So unless you've got like Bretonians, where you've got perfect vigour on, like, you know, all the best troops you can recruit, so they don't give a fuck about like forced march or anything, you know, be really, really, really careful with forced march. And in terms of greenskins, because they have an extra movement path, your better option, if you need to, is use underway stance. Because at least, even though the battlefield isn't always great for melee armies like mine, it's still the safer option than forced march. Because being very tired at the start of a battle is never a good thing. Example is like theirs. Their combat effectiveness is going to be reduced to fuck. When you've got an army that's fresh going in, and theirs is already very tired, pretty much you've already won. And that's assuming that his units were intact, which they aren't. We'll get these over here. I want to kind of get away from Ungrim. Yeah.
Moving fast! Gonna kill him!
Black Horse roll!
Nasty skulker!
Actually, you come this way, chase them.
We is better than them! Nasty skulkers! Gonna kill him! Nasty skulkers! Let's grab! Nasty skulkers! Right then! Moving fast!
Get ready to war!
Go into back of those.
Where is Gobos?
Black Horse! Moving fast!
Nasty skulkers!
Nice bit of scrapping!
Who can we stab? Goblins! Nasty skulkers! Let's fight!
Dead! Do not show your ancestors!
Nasty Go on, then! Revenge roll, Haig!
Shifted! Where's the scrap? Smash 'em!
Get him!
Ready? The Black Orcs will win! Slaughter!
What are you doing?
The war is here! Smash 'em! Here we go! Here we go! Show us the enemy! Let's get some!
Stick him!
Ready! Bring it on! Go, Coles! Borbos! Wah! I hold my rules!
Nasty skulkers! He's better than them! Running!
Move Skulkers out. Well, they've got them a piercing. They're not as good as Black Orcs for this job. Move you out as well, because you're getting a bit hurt.
I'm the meanest!
He's got much better melee attack and defense.
Come on then!
There we go. And that's one going down. I think the Boar Boys add some more utility personally. I think they do. Able to get into things a bit quicker. And range units really don't like being charged by cavalry. But I'm going to give it a go, and what I'll do is I'll have like a little rule in that army. Is if I lose any skulkers, like lose a full unit, probably not from auto-resolve.
I'm off!
I'll
crush them all!
Whose territory is this? Water Princes. Ooh.
The boys are
They're gonna be
pleased.
happy. That's why I probably thought they were attacking, because I went into their territory. But fuck them. I'll be at war with them at some point anyway, so there's no point shying off the inevitable. Give me that. It's because that's quite handy, because it also gives her a bit of fire resist. Some more health.
This is my land.
But what I'll do is, if I do lose 3 units of skulkers, because I want to keep at least 4 skulkers anyway, same as the other army. If I do lose 3, I'll replace them with a Boar Boy unit. So like if I lose a full unit in a battle. But the third army that I build, when it comes around to building my third army, I'm probably going to build that the same way as Grimgor's.
Ready for murdering.
So I think having these up, I mean that's rank 8, and the melee attack and defense is 30 and 33. It's atrocious. They've got the 8% ward save, 11 base weapon damage and 27 if it's armor piercing. But then you compare that to a Skulker. Skulker's got 51 melee attack, 29 melee defense. So he's got slightly less melee defense, but a lot more melee attack. And then he's got 29 damage, 7's base, 22 armor piercing. So they've actually got more armor piercing, and they've got more damage overall. Theirs is 38, and theirs is 29. But then they've got, like, 20% physical. Alright, they've got an 8% ward save. That's essentially a ward save just against non-magical attacks, which is most attacks in the game. So theirs kind of works better in its own way. And then Vanguard and Stalk is pretty what the hell's this thing? What? Why did I not know about that? It's got a 3-second cooldown. Angerbat. So if they're in melee and they're winning the melee combat, they get plus 12 melee attack. So they go up to what? 63. And they get plus 40% armor piercing weapon damage. And that's a 15 seconds. And then it's got a 3-second cooldown, and then they get it again. What? That's ridiculous. And then they've got that to stop units getting away as easily. So 40%. Or 50% of that had been 11. So, I don't know. 40%, it's going to be like what? Maybe 7, 8? Which is going to bump up to like, let's call it 7 for argument's sake. So 29 on piercing weapon damage. Which then gives them more on a piercing weapon damage than the Boar Boys. The Boar Boys have more damage still overall, but they have more on a piercing damage. Which helps a lot more. Because every unit has some armor in most cases.
Let's get
So any armor you can penetrate is better.
Let's get stabby.
I didn't realise they had that. That's a bit fucking insane.
Mork says what?
So I don't know where he was going. He's probably going to go and attack going to go and attack Ishin. But for all I know is he could wait and just come round and start raiding me, or go and try and attack a town when I'm not nearby and when his arm's recovered. But if I get a chance to take an army out like that, I'll take him out. See, like, I'm in march stance now here, but I'm not at war with this guy, and the army can't hurt me. And there's no other armies within attack range. So I know there, I am 100% safe. So there, I feel fine. I feel fine there being in march stance, because the only army nearby that can engage me is that one. There's nobody else close enough by. There's not an army there. That's too far away, so's that. So, you need to make some decisions on when and when not to use march stance. There are times when it's the best stance to use, other times when you're just basically just going to fuck yourself. So once I've got this one unlocked, because we can then do that research, I can do that one after I've done these two. I can then go into both of these, so I'm getting then plus 10 scrap per turn and reputation towards my next war. So once I've got those, the bulk of the research is done, because the only ones left is that. I don't know if that will apply to Skulkers, but it should. The upkeep, minus 20%. It won't be a lot, though. And then these, whenever I've got some more scrap. But I only need that one. The other two I don't even need. So I'd probably not even use the scrap on those, or I'll use it on my units. And then I can start putting scrap on... well, I'll put scrap on Grimgor's units first. Then Arog afterwards.
what?
I'm not sure if that's the best way to do it. I mean, some people might put a bit of scrap on some units in each army. I think I'd rather just do it on one army first. I'll actually save over that one. Because it's turn 95, or 96, sorry. Turn 95 was last turn, and we've got no threats for once on our border. There's nobody coming at us. There's not an army there. There are these guys here, but I'm not yet at war with them. And dwarves have now shrunk because I've destroyed some of their armies. Strength rank 28 with 13 settlements. I'm strength rank 11. But he's now strength rank 2. Strength rank 32 with 10 settlements. They've lost some as well. They've only got 3 settlements left, Eveland. Think about that's their settlements there. So I can actually wipe Aveland out. But obviously, because Aveland don't originate here, they can be re-emerged in the Empire. So I'm guessing strength rank 1 is going to be either Empire, High Elves, or Nagarond.
You have words to say. We have ears to listen.
But my technology 10 is 10 per turn. At least that counters 10 of my aversion. So it's like minus 25 rather than minus 35.
No, not now.
Right, he stays at moderate. So let's see how much it will cost.
No.
I'll offer you that.
No.
That's half my money. I'm not offering him more than 35,000 for a non-aggression pact. I mean, he's not the kind of one that's going to break it, because he hasn't got Schemer. He's got Spineless and Windweller. Because sometimes you'll have a third trait, and it can be a variety of different things. So like, they've got passive, minor power.
Who calls?
He's got Underdog.
Yes.
What?
Has anyone got 3 traits?
Clan war.
Or you can scroll down when they've got, where you can't see them properly.
Ready?
See, he's got Reliable, for example. Where
True savages.
when some of them can have Schemer, or there's another one, I think it's just Unreliable. When they've got either of those, they can break treaties willy-nilly. One person that normally has that actually is Grimgor. Grimgor normally has that trait. So you can't really rely on Grimgor as an ally. It's a bit useless. Right. Save that. Right, I'm going to call it here. This is an hour and 45. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you've made it this far, props to you. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. If you're new around here, please subscribe. It's free. Don't cost you anything. There's loads more content to come. I'm going to be covering more Warhammer 2 up until Warhammer 3's launch. When Warhammer 3 comes out, I'll be doing a lot of that. Probably both single player and multiplayer campaigns here on YouTube as well as on Twitch. Links are all over my channel if you want to jump and join in and say hello. And if you leave me a comment down below, I will get back to you. Take care everyone and have a great day.